Well, hello there, guys. Guys, today I'm going to try to take and build a fire with a hand drill. The reason I'm going to use this hand drill is I've done so much the reason I'm going to use these gloves is I've been practicing so much that my hands are absolutely just blistered. And this definitely takes a lot of learning to do this, and I'm going to give it an attempt here, guys, to see if I can do it with these gloves on. So let's see what I can do. Downward pressure and speed. That's what you got to have. And believe you me, I've done wore my hands out practicing this. So I'm going to cushion with these rubber gloves, and that's the way I recommend you practice doing it until you learn how to do it. Gotta watch and see if the stuff's burning on its own. Sure enough, it is. So I'll take these gloves off. And that's fire with a hand drill. Got me a little bird's nest made up over here. It's like 90 degrees outside. You can tell I'm out of breath just by doing it. Guys, one thing that you want to learn to do when you're doing this is you've got to have a pretty good size pile of sawdust there, or you'll lose your coal before you get your tinder burning. So let me see if I can get this one going with this grass. Alright, guys, I definitely want to thank my friends that is on Cody Ladine's Facebook page. I asked a few questions on there, and they give me some pretty good instructions about how thick this should be and how thick this should be. This is about a ½ an inch thick. This is almost the same thickness as that, or a little bit less than that. And guys, I've tried everything. I've got wood laying around here that I've tried, that I've heard about on the internet. I've got cattail back here. I've got mullein. I've got ironweed and several willow. I've got that stuff here, and I've tried everything on the East Coast that I know of. And the only thing that I can find that I can make a fire with this, by doing this by hand out here, this is a straight piece of rose bush. Now here in the east we've got, well, you've got rose bushes anywhere, but out here we got some stuff called multiflora rose. And multiflora rose is something that the state brought in here years ago for erosion control, and it took the whole world over. You know how that stuff goes. So that's what this is. But if you cut you one of these off in a day, it will be dry enough for you to make a fire with, because that's exactly how I did this right here. This piece of wood right here, in our neck of the woods, the softest wood you can find is basswood. So that's what I always use on the bottom of those things, because you can dent it with your fingernail for sure, and it doesn't have any knots in it. And you can see there I burnt one all the way through and didn't get a coal. So I don't know of any, you don't see very many shows where people just run out and do this on these survival shows. You see them do it one time, and they show you that they know how to do it, but this is definitely a last-ditch effort, and if your hands aren't ready for it, you're probably not going to get the job done unless you've practiced. So guys, that's what I want you to do. I want you to get you a piece of wood, try it just like you do the bow drill. Make your bit up, This thing here is 24 inches long, and it's enough to give you enough room to go down the stick as far as you can go. But definitely you've got to have downward pressure. When you go down the stick like this, hold on with one hand, hold that pressure down, reach back up with this hand, and go down again. Go all the way down, hold it down with one hand, because if you let up on the bottom of the stick, if you let that downward pressure up, the bottom of your stick will cool, and this thing has got to reach about 900 degrees before you get a coal going. So guys, I hope you learned something from this video. Thanks, Sir Cody, and all you guys on Facebook. And that's another tip from your Bland County Survivor Man. Have a nice day.